Did you see him yesterday night? I only invited him to the party. You both are friends only, no? Did you find anything wrong in those three sentences? Well, they look pretty fine, don't they? But actually, there is a small something which is wrong in those three sentences. Usually, non native speakers of English like us tend to think in our native language and then translate it into English while speaking. அதாவது நம்மளுடைய தாய்மொழி தமிழாக இருக்கலாம் இல்லை வேறு எந்த மொழியிலையாவது நம்ம யோசிச்சுட்டு அதை அப்படியே நம்ம இங்கிலீஷில் அப்படி ட்ரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணி பேசுகிறது காமனான விஷயம். When we do that, a lot of peculiarities which are common in the native language creep into the spoken language. In this video, we are going to look at some peculiarities from our native language which we unconsciously use in our day-to-day conversations and learn how to correct them. Alright? வாங்க. Hello friends, welcome to another episode of What's the Right Word. Before we go any further, I would like to request you to subscribe to our channel if you have not yet subscribed. It would be a big encouragement for me to make more videos like this. Alright, now let's move on to the first word of this video. What பயங்கரமா இருக்குல்ல? I think most of us must have heard this song. This is a very popular Tamil film song where two people are discussing about their sleep related issues. Okay, now our focus is not on the sleep related issues but rather on the time when this happened. இந்த நேத்து ராத்திரி அப்படின்ற வார்த்தையை இங்கிலீஷில் அப்படியே டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணால் the end result would be yesterday night. So most of us literally translate this word while talking and say yesterday night. So we would say, did you see him yesterday night? Or as we heard in the song, I lost my sleep yesterday night. The right way to say this would be last night instead of yesterday night. Similarly, we should be saying this morning instead of today morning. So remember to use last night instead of yesterday night and this morning instead of today morning. Last night, we all went out for a movie. I had oats for breakfast this morning. In the English language, we use the word only to describe something which is unique. In other words, it means there is nothing else similar to it, and there's only one of its kind. For example, the sun, the moon, etc. However, when we think in our native language and translate it into English, we use the word only for a different purpose. தமிழில் அழுத்தமாக ஒரு விஷயத்தை சொல்கிறதுக்கு தான்ன்ற வார்த்தையை நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். இதுதான், அவர் தான் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். When we translate this into English, we substitute the word தான் with only and use it to emphasize something. So we end up saying sentences like, I only invited him to the party, or they purchased a new house now only. We could convey the same meaning without using the word only by applying stress on the word that we wish to emphasize. You could pause a bit after the word or you could linger on the word for a little longer. Now let's see how to do this with the help of a couple of examples. Instead of saying, my uncle only is the headmaster of the school, we could say, it is my uncle who is the headmaster of the school. You could have noticed that I paused a bit after the word that I wish to emphasize, which was my uncle. Now let's look at the second example. Instead of saying, my boss only asked me to do this work, we could say, it was my boss who asked me to do this work. அழகாக இருக்குல்ல, ரொம்ப நேரம் ஆகும்ல. If we were to literally translate these sentences into English, it would be beautiful, no? It will take a lot of time, no? I suppose most of us are used to talking this way and this might sound perfectly normal to our ears. We say no after each sentence just to confirm what we just said. But Commonly in the English speaking world, people use correct or right or even yeah after the end of a sentence to confirm what they've just said. So these terms can be used interchangeably based on the context. So you could say, looks beautiful, yeah? Or you could say, it'll take a long time, right? This sounds much better, no? You will be traveling to Goa next week, right? So she will be in charge of the event, yeah? Okay, friends, that brings us to the end of this video. Let's do a recap. Use last night instead of yesterday night and this morning instead of today morning. Instead of using only to emphasize something, you can either pause after a word or linger on a particular word that you wish to emphasize in a sentence. Use correct, right, or yeah instead of no at the end of a sentence. So thanks everybody for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please do click on the like button below and share it with your friends. And until we meet in the next video, ciao.